Are you guys ready to party? Are you ready to party with Wheel? I need to see that you're ready to party with Wheel, and then we can get started. The party is beginning. The party is soon. The party is now. Okay. okay. Party like Ian Levine is looming over me. It's funny you say that. So, I thought it would be fun to do the video like this today. Not for any particular reason, I just feel like it's a fun thing to sometimes do a video. Not for any particular reason, mind you, but it's fun sometimes to do a video where, you know, it's just a black screen, you know? It's really cool, because, like, I mean, you can't see my face, so, like, if I'm lying, there's, like, no physiological way to tell. And isn't that just fucking convenient? Isn't that wonderful? Anyway, I did not go to Ian Levine's birthday party. Hello! Welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette. Yes, that was a reference. There is light. Unfortunately, the wiki is in the wrong place, but there is light. Hang on. Oh, God. Wiki! Ryan, I'm scared of the dark. Don't do that again. And you think it's great? I think it's great. I think it's great because I can just switch off back to, I could just switch off to this and be like, hey guys. Season 14 and 15 of Doctor Who was really good, actually. RTT2 era was peak, actually, guys. It's fucking convenient as hell. I love it. I love my black screen of lies. Ah, help! Did you like that, Naja Win? Because I know that you know what that was a reference to. Did you enjoy that? Oh dear. Very politically progressive. I love you guys. You're the best. I have the best audience, man. Oh god. Alright, let me move this back in here so it's in its proper place. Cookie boy, don't? Okay. Oh, we love you too? Oh, guys. Oh, shucks. You have to apologise for not knowing about obscure drama. It's fine. I only found out about it today and I thought it was really funny. I'm confused again. Okay, I'm gonna remove the confusion now and replace it with controversy. So the big discourse right now in the Doctor Who Twitter fandom, and I don't use Twitter, so I had to find this out secondhand. So if you're expecting a load of like tweets cut out and what I read out, you're in the wrong fucking place. Okay. Basically, it was Ian Levine's birthday the other day. And he had a couple of really interesting guests at his birthday party. So noted Whotubers, Fairies, and the Confused Adipose both went to Ian Levine's birthday party and both took pictures of the man and are now both denying that they knew about any of his wrongdoing before they went to his birthday party. And I thought it would be in the interest of the kind of honesty and transparency that you usually see from this channel to just address this really quickly and say that if you are someone who has made their entire career out of Doctor Who, then you should know who Ian Levine is. If you've made your entire career out of discussing Doctor Who leaks and gossip, then you should know who Ian Levine is. And if you've already been shown, both on camera, in text, calling out Ian Levine for having bad opinions and views and actions, then you should know who Ian Levine is. So, when they come on and do a video where they have a black screen like this as the entire content of the video, and you literally can't see their face, so you can't see their facial expressions, so you can't see any of the telltale signs that someone is lying. When you do that, I'm gonna call bullshit, frankly. They know who Ian Levine is. Faries at least has tweeted about Levine numerous times. I'm sorry, but people making a big deal out of this is crazy. Cat, hold that thought. Oops, I forgot. Faries are confused adipose, probably. I mean, it's not the fact that he went to the party, although that is pretty bad, and the only way it's not pretty bad is if you think that the ongoing genocide in Palestine is, like, okay, which if you do, go you. We don't here. The only way that it would possibly be excusable is if they legitimately had no idea who Ian Levine was. And my wife knows who Ian Levine is. So the idea that someone who is legitimately a professional, like, gossip monger doesn't know who he is insane. And, like, none of us would be as incensed as we are by this if they didn't lie about it. If they didn't just bold-faced lie about it. And, like, if you're willing to tolerate being lied to, then, I mean, by all means, people making a big deal out of it is crazy. But, like, I don't. Guys, genocide is bad, maybe. Nah, Cookie Boy, don't be such a baby. Yeah, your wife's a dummy, so it's crazy she knows. Exactly. See, straight out of the wife's mouth. But, like, on top of this, I mean, I saw a lot of the complaints that have been made in the pro camp have been, hey, why are you only criticizing confused adipose? Why are you only criticizing Faries? Why is confused adipose getting the lighter end of that? You know what I mean? I'm seeing a lot of that, and my opinion on that is, I mean, I have never ever heard a controversy about confused adipose once. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably a blip, but when it comes to Faries, he literally made a video a couple of weeks ago that was like, hey, Davies, I know that you're mad about this genocide or whatever, but you called people bullies, and that's way worse than genocide. Like, he did that. So, I mean, yeah, there's probably a lot of people who have a lot of pent-up anger that they're letting out right now. Yes. How old is Ian Levine? He's in his 70s. Gonna go out on a limb and say that even ethnic cleansing and not taking care of obligations under the Geneva Conventions are bad. You're being very controversial with that take, but I'm gonna have to agree with you, Najawin. You're a bully. It's not... That's funny, Nick. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Faries the guy from the Doctor Who finale. Yeah, and that's like another thing as well, is like, this guy is one of those content creators that is effectively like a brand ambassador at this point. Like, they are conjoined with the Doctor Who brand, and they decided to make a silly decision under that. Now, I am not saying, hey, hey, cancel Faries forever. Fuck that guy. Because he makes a lot of good content. And a lot of the time he seems like a good egg. However, you don't get to just dodge accountability for something like this. The reason Ian Levine has pushed his AI slump is because he's getting on in age and wants to have all the lost episodes restored, which is kind of just sad. That's one of the things that's interesting about Levine, I think, is that, like, he is in a weird way, he has made contributions to Doctor Who that most of us can only dream of. That is true. It's also true that he's a fucking scumbag. But it is a really interesting place in, like, the history of stuff that, like, he sits in. You don't want to watch a silly cartoon? Levine being kind of 70 is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But yeah, my actual take on the controversy, because I wanted to get this out of the way quickly so we could get back on with the TARDIS spinning wheels, is you choose to go to his birthday party, you choose to sit at a table with him, you choose to take pictures with him. That is an endorsement of him. That is legitimizing him. That is giving him oxygen. Okay? That is just how it works. And to be honest, afterwards, going on and doing a big performance art with this shit and lying about your level of association and knowledge of him, that gets me mad. That annoys me. Don't do that. That's the end of my TED talk, I guess, about the Ian Levine confused adipose fairies thing. Is like, shouldn't have done it, stop digging a hole, basically. Ryan, how much do you know about Ian Levine? Just kidding, we love you, Ryan. I know that he hates women, I know that he hates trans people, and I know that he hates Palestinians, and that's enough reason for me never to associate with him ever. And if he ever got into my emails, I would tell him to go fuck himself. Quibble, I'm less anti-AI than the rest of you, but Ian Levine's approach is just not. Yeah, I get that, Naja Win. I get that. Moral quibbles about AI aside, Levine's AI videos are still not visually good. Exactly, they're not. They're not. And it's insane that he needs a team of people for that. However, that's not what I was addressing at this time. I actually think that the first Doctor AI stuff is some of the most minor shit that he's done. Ryan, you realize he could text you on Discord? I would love that. I would unironically love that. I did once make fun of Ian Levine, and I had someone send me an angry message that was like, I'm a very close personal friend of Ian Levine, and this is intolerable. And I mean, imagine that. Poor dude. Anyway, that's the end of the addressing the allegations part of this stream. Also, I wonder when Ian Linus is gonna come along. Oh my god. I feel bad for very close personal friend of Ian Levine. I am a close personal friend of Naj Awin, and the things you said about him are intolerable. See, at least that one's true. You're telling me there's a Doctor Who fan, a toxic Doctor Who fan called Ian L? But yeah, I think in this case, a swing and a miss from our two lovely white boys. Big swing, big miss on this one. Bro thought changing his name slightly would do the trick. Varys is in the thick of it. Oh god. I'm sorry. Just the whole thing is so ridiculous, man. It's such a fucking cartoon show. I don't know. Let's get on with spinning wheels while we're still here. Let's get Alan back up. Ryan, I tuned into Tardis Wiki Roulette, not Ian Levine hating roulette. I am in fact a very close personal friend of Ian Levine, and I find it disgusting that you should make this. That's how they sound, Bookie. That's so perfect. You're so dead on. Oh my god. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Oh no, Alan's really quiet and shy. Spin the wheel to pull up criticisms of Ian Levine. You guys are in rare form today. Rare form. One knowingly associated himself with fairies. Oh no, are you a fairies anti-fan, Ashwin? I'm not. I quite like the guy. I just think that he fucked up on this occasion. And I'm making fun of it. But, like, I'm not going to be like, cancel him. I do think he's probably lying about not knowing. That does annoy me a little bit and makes me not trust him. I will say that. I would say that my trust has definitely eroded because of this. But then I also don't really watch leak and gossip content, so I'm fine. Where is my wiki? No, when you criticize someone, you're asking for them to be cancelled. Everyone knows that. Everything I say is somewhere between 20 to 80% joking. You know, it took me a while to figure that out with you, Najawin, but I think I'm finally getting there. I think I'm finally getting there, brother. War in Space was the artwork published on the inside back cover of the Dalek World. It was given this title and listed as its own feature on the contents page of the publication. A group of Daleks do battle with some Urt ships, but both sides sustaining casualties. Really, I thought that everything was serious, including the I am the king of the universe. No, he was being sincere about that part. That's the one thing he's serious about, is the fact that he is the god of pedantry. War in Space has no specific attribution. Oh. I would never restrict myself to one Universe Alpha response, to be honest. That's some Chad shit right there. Not your fan. I do think we should try and stay on topic. I think so too. I think we've had enough nonsense now and we should get back to the actual show. It's a pretty cool picture though. I like it. I like this Dalek getting absolutely fucking hammered. Oh dear. What? Stay on topic? Do you mean do another tangent? Alright, let's spin the wheel again. That was a good starter to this.
Yeah, baby.
God, I miss old school illustrations like that. Me too. The character of Danger Mouse. Okay, let's look up the character of Danger Mouse on this Tardis Wiki Roulette. I miss old school in general. Me too. There's no school like the old school. Oh god. Okay. I like that that person earlier was like, I think that the controversy has been ridiculous, and then they heard my take on it and were like, that is completely reasonable. Alright, so what just won? Danger Mouse, the character of Danger Mouse. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. I love that for us. I'm also putting my air conditioning back on because it's really hot and I'm going to die. There we go. Alright, let's... It's 33 Celsius where I am and my AC broke. It's 41 over here, my dude. It is brutal over here right now. Brutal. 41. Oh dear, I almost passed out earlier. And I just turned off the air conditioning because I was like, oh hey, I need good audio, and like that was a mistake. I don't need good audio more than I need to be alive. Alright, where were we? Where were we? We were looking up the character of Danger Mouse, I believe. I am very sorry, Ryan. I have underestimated your divine power. That's okay. Many people do. Many people do until it's too late. A white mouse was part of the Supreme Omniversal Tribune who were witness to Saturnine's trial for causing the destruction of an alternate Earth, an event which she was innocent of. Danger Mouse is unnamed in Judgment Day. He is the titular character of Danger Mouse and was depicted alongside Ernst Penfold, another character from the series, in Judgment Day. Danger Mouse is voiced by David Jason and Alexander Armstrong in the 1981 and 2015 versions of Danger Mouse, respectively. Why can't you make these streams as a scary ghost? Maybe Halloween. Or I could bring back the Tardis Wiki Roulette. That's really your choice. Alright. Let's spin the wheel again. Let's do it. Let's stay on topic. Yeah, stay on topic! On topic! Be a VTuber, it's better. Why does everyone keep asking me to be a VTuber? Why does everyone want me to be a VTuber? Why do you hate my face so much? My family told me to start a Doctor Who channel where I dressed up as Nigadoo and Dugadoo with a shovel for a head. Because they know what? I need more than that. Tarkin. Didn't we do this one? I'm pretty sure we did this one. Dalek Ryan would go hard. It would go hard. Count Tarkin was a creator. We did this one. We did this one. I'll read it again though. Was the creation of a scientist. Tarkin locked the scientists in the attic of the house on Old Dartmoor when Doctor Who, Ian Chesterton, Barbara and Susan visited. Tarkin told him that the man in the attic was his mad brother. The character's name might be based on Grand Moff Worf Tarkin, Imperial Governor of the Systems of the Outrage, Commander of the DS-Bomb Battle Station, the first Death Star, a notorious character from Star Wars, played by Peter Cushing, who also played Doctor Who. Yes. Can't see the wiki! Oh no! There you go. Hang on. It's okay, because there's lots more of the page left to do. I finished the page. That was the joke there. Alright. Cyberlord Hegemony. I will add that to the wheel. Thank you very much, Bookie. Like the stream of You Can't Keep Your John in Your Barrow, man. That's still one of the best jokes I've ever made, I think. Dalek X. Shamefully like stream. Thank you, Naja Win. I appreciate it, boo. Alright. Yay, we have 6 likes now. I'm a celebrity. Woo! Woo! Alright. By the way, tonight I'm streaming on Twitch, so you should come and watch my Twitch. You should follow my Twitch. You should come to my Twitch because I'm doing Mass Effect 3, the continued incomprehensible adventures of Grunty Shepherd, and we're almost at the end, which means that I need all of you to come and join me on this incredible space adventure. And then, once that's done, we're going to start a brand new game with a whole new Grunty. We don't know what that game's going to be yet, but it's going to happen. Make it happen. And follow my Twitch. Oh good, no Rivals. Rivals is Thursday. My therapist has advised me to ignore anyone telling me not to play Rivals. That is not a joke. I knew I was... Alright, let's go. Ryan, you don't need a therapist, you have us. Oh, I wish that were true, Bookie. I wish that were true. I wish that were true.
Yeah, baby.
The game will convince you itself eventually. That right there is some Sun Tzu level shit. I have to say, Najawin, that right there is some like, that's some like Art of War stuff. I like that. I like that. Keep that attitude going. Keep that attitude going. Okay, so Doctor Who 2000 was the name of a revival of Doctor Who proposed by Russell T Davies to Patrick Spence, a BBC drama executive in 1998, prior to the revived series in 2005. No notes survived, and it was discarded after this meeting. Oh dear. Okay. Ryan, you know what? You would get you even more subs if you streamed every day. I wish I could. I unironically wish I could stream every day. Okay. If I have the time, then I would love to stream every day. That's it. No notes survived. To be fair, Doctor Who 2000 is a horrible name, and I'm glad it didn't come back. With that dumb gimmick strapped around its neck like a fucking chain. I'd say that we dodged a bullet on that one. Pretty, what's the word? Conclusively. Pretty conclusively, we dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah, baby.
The long dark tea time of the soul. I just think it's neat we know it existed as an idea. Alright. Oh, so RTD too. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency was a 1988 novel by Douglas Adams and the second release of the Dirk Gently series and franchise. As a sequel to Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, it is relevant to Tardis Wiki for its usage of elements introduced in the previous novel, which were introduced alongside elements from the Doctor Who serial Shada. Ugh. Oh no, his birthday is on the same day as your grandpa's? That's sad. Oof. That is very sad. Are you sure Ian Levine isn't your grandpa? Oh god. You're not sure? Oh no. The book mentions 3 different approaches to reviving the series: the RTD one, the Matthew Graham one, and the Roberts Gaiman one. What were the 3 different approaches to reviving the series? When a passenger check-in desk at Terminal 2 Heathrow Airport shot up through the roof, engulfed in a ball of orange flame, the usual people tried to claim responsibility. First the IRA, then the PLO, and the gas board. Even British nuclear fuel started out a statement to the effect that the situation was completely under control, that it was a 1 in a million chance, that there was hardly any radioactive leakage at all, and the site of the explosion would make a nice location for a day out with the kids and a picnic, before finally having to admit that it wasn't actually anything to do with them at all. No rational cause could be found for the explosion. It was simply designated an act of God. But, thinks Dirk Gently, which God and why? What God would be hanging around Terminal 2 of Heathrow Airport trying to catch the 1537 to Oslo? Oh. Alright. Let's see, world building. Dirk Gently's house is in North London. Shades is a popular soft drink with the slogan, "The drink from hell." A Shades commercial features Lucifer drinking a can and saying, "I could really fall for this stuff." The Grobert/Gatus one is detailed in some sources as well as the book. I don't want to make a page on it, just using the book, but the basic idea is that the Doctor has lost his... Ryan, I'm looking at your Twitch. Half your videos have one view. Everyone go get Ryan's videos more view. No, they don't do that. They don't watch my videos, Bookie. They just bitch at me to stop playing games that get me followers and to only play games that don't get me followers. That's what they do in this chat. And then my therapist tells me not to worry too much about it. And it's unreliable as a narrator, so we get introduced to everything as he does. We meet the Daleks for the first time as he does. That sounds fucking awful. That's completely against the concept of Doctor Who. Very true, Never and I definitely don't watch your stream. I said that you watch my stream. Alright. Alright, let's see. Ryan, worry a lot about it and everything. Ryan, did your therapist tell you to stream every day? They said that I should keep going with what I'm doing because it sounds like it's working. Let's see. Zen Navigation is later returned to in TV Dirk Gently episode 1. Worry is really cool, especially when it's irrational. The exchange between Dirk and Sally Mills concerning the paradox that no private detective looks like a private detective is adapted in TV Horizons for the meeting of Dirk Gently and Amanda Brotzman. Be worried, don't happy. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, well, what are we doing next? We're spinning the wheel again. Alright. I remember that Mob Barley. Good old Mob Barley. Worry is the pest when it's constant and with you every moment of your life. Yeah. Yeah, true, true. Alright, spin the wheel again. Sterility! Let's take a look at sterility. Okay. Sure, it has a lot to say about it. The book is hilarious, though it's basically a fawning biography about how great RTD is, but it also shows how he gets lucky break after lucky break. Oh. Like, he lucks into, like, 3 different opportunities. That is usually how it works for very famous and powerful people. Yes, it is 90% luck. Me realizing there's a Tardis Wiki page for sex. Ryan, do not add that to the wheel. I'm adding it to the wheel. It's too late. I'm doing it. It's on the wheel. The word sex is on the wheel now. Oh, it's that B99. No! We've already done buttock and penis on here. I'm pretty sure we could do it. I love your streams. Blame time zones and early work for the Twitch one. On account of Gallifrey's history suggesting that sex had ceased to have a reproductive function on Gallifrey long before the Doctor's time, according to the school of thought, the Pythia's curse had made Gallifreyans effectively sterile. Reproduction was carried out by the carefully controlled use of looms, which produced new Time Lords as fully formed adults. No direct genetic relationships were therefore possible. Time Lords arising from the same house were considered cousins. just gets worse and worse, man. By another account, the Time Lords had only been rendered sterile during the Spy Master's genocide of the Time Lords. Surviving the attack, the Rani sought to retrieve Omega as a genetic template with which to rebuild the Time Lords. Both the Rani and the 15th Doctor theorized that bi-generation was an evolutionary response to this sterility. Very dumb. It's very dumb. Alright, let's do this one. Let's do this one.
Yeah, baby.
Moon-based Leica. This is how evolution works, RTD. What does the T in his name stand for? Terrible. Russell Terrible Davis. Alright. Let's take a look at this one. Unit Moonbase 1, later Moonbase Leica, was a unit facility located on the moon. Liz Shaw had helped unit plan the moon base as early as the 1970s. Giles, soon to be probe director, had been told it had been built in the 1970s. During the Sycorax invasion of Earth, Sergeant A. A. Frederick mentioned on an operations board that unit was building a secret mission control center to support mankind's expansion into the stars. Liz was stationed at the facility in 2010 to continue her brilliant work with UNIT. She could not attend the 11th Doctor's funeral as she could not return until the following Sunday. Her presence there stopped her from being able to help Giles and Archie McTavish investigate a series of deaths connected to Cyberon and the Vault. On the journey there, Giles suggested Archive was jealous that she couldn't go too, which was indeed the case. After UNIT was shut down circa 2018, Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart hoped that it was empty. In 2023, it was given to World State and renamed Moonbase Leica. According to one account, the moon was an egg which was destroyed when it hatched in 2049. The creature laid an egg that replaced the original moon. By 2070, the moon base was used as a weather... Oh, never mind! Was used as a weather control station. It controlled Earth's weather with the gravitotron that was installed in the 2050s. The Telosian Cybermen attempted to take it over in 2070, but was stopped by the Second Doctor. Later in its history, the moon base was used as a prison and a children's amusement park. In a redundant timeline where the Cybermen allied with Rassilon and began rewriting history, the Second Doctor was partially converted while on the moon base. Yay! When recalling past victories over the Cybermen, the 12th Doctor recalled defeating them on the moon base. Okay, well that's all good stuff. I actually thought you said children's amusement park. That's where First Doctor likes to take Susan. Alright. Kill Damage!
Yeah, baby.
Slew! A sleigh was a means of transport. Santa Claus sent a sleigh pulled by reindeer to the First Doctor, John and Gillian, to take them to his house. At Hyperville, Europe's largest shopping mall, in 2013, the 10th Doctor encountered the Snow Queen, who, like Santa, chose to travel in a sleigh pulled by reindeer. We've done this before. I swear we've done this before. Hi, Jam Jam! In a dream, created dream, the reindeers Rudolph, Donna, and Blitzen flew around Clara Oswald's home after Santa's sleigh crashed on the roof. Has anyone added very unusual articles yet? No, no one's added that. I'll put it on the wheel real quick. Thank you. It's your pride and joy. I hope it lands on it now. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the Wheel of Names. Alright.
Yeah, baby.
Theory, unusual articles! Yes! Wonderful. 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 I love this. Alright, let's do this. Alright, this is your pride and joy. Oh my god. Alright. Well. Let's crack into this big page. Najawin, are you 80 years old? Much like Wikipedia's page of the same name, the page attempts to list articles that Tardis Wiki editors have identified as being unusual. There is a problem with this. Most of the pages on the Tardis Wiki are about the already unusual world of the Doctor Who's universe, unlike the unfortunately more banal real world. So to make an entertaining list of unusual articles, this page has a much higher standard for what is considered unusual. If you wish to add an article to this list, the article in question should meet one of those criteria. The article is something a reasonable person would not expect to find on Tardis Wiki. The subject is highly unusual, ironic combination of concepts such as the My Little Pony gun. The subject is a clear anomaly, something that blatantly defies either the apparent rules of the Doctor Who universe or real-world norms around the subject of the stories, like the Noodle Man. The subject has experienced unexpected notoriety, such as the eunuch dating controversy. The subject might be found amusing in spite of its intended seriousness to a significant degree relative to other articles. The subject is distinct amongst other similar ones. The article is a list, collection of articles or category of subjects meeting the criteria above. Let's take a look. Canonicity! This concept seems to hold metaphysical importance to Time Lords and other time travelers. Elective tectotomy, an explanation for why renegade Time Lords have vocational names. Kennedy curse, nothing ever bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Mandela effect, it's real! This page is inspired in part by me. Oh my god, I'm gonna read all of it. Jam Jam. This is your masterpiece. A time travel concept based on circular reporting that happens on Wikipedia. Alright. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Najawin, that's such a Najawin response. Jam Jam being like, this is my pride and joy, and you being like, well, I don't like this and I disagree with it. Beautiful. When a little kid hands you like a picture, instead of putting it on the fridge, do you spit on it and then set it on fire? Out of curiosity. I feel like the answer is yes. Albert Speer, by one account, the Nazi German architect had integrity and pleaded guilty at the Nuremberg trials, instead of not guilty as he did in the real world. A possible case of the infamous Spear myth influencing the Doctor Who universe. Andric, a brief Fourth Doctor companion. No relation to Adric. I do because I'm a Sigma male. Good shit. I have higher standards for this page than for a toddler's page. Boris Johnson. Johnson is implied in multiple sources to in fact been an Auton in disguise since 2005. I don't know. I think this is based and really entertaining and funny. No, he spits on it, sets it on fire, then throws the ashes into a vat of potatoes, and then slops it onto the fridge. Don't you know? The don't you know was like perfect. Oh, God. Najawin is needed to make this page high quality. Ever wonder what happened to Kelsey Hooper? Some say she joined Faction Paradox. Claudia Marwood, the 8th Doctor's lover from an unlicensed erotic novel. Cyril, the host of a Star Wars magazine who had a secret friendship with the 6th Doctor. The Doctor. What if the Doctor existed in the Star Wars Midori universe? What page is this? Theory Unusual Articles. Frobisher, what? You don't remember the Doctor having a shape-shifting talking alien penguin as a companion? My view is normal, a normal man. Right. Hackety dog, we're just normal men. What do you mean normal men? We're just innocent men! Ah! Ah! An unlikely ice warrior makes an unexpected cameo in the Rings of Akadan. A trek is the same as a war. It is to the British Empire. Oh dear. An unlikely, let's see, Jar Jar Binks, the Star Wars character, is not just real, but sent a telepathic message to George Lucas, which prompted his inclusion in the film. Jata, what, you don't remember the 12th Doctor having a talking alien Pegasus as a companion? A rare open source character who is herself on Wikipedia's own unusual articles list. I am a citizen of 3 countries and the Brits colonised all of them, so I'm essentially British, right? Yes. A metatext, John Lumick, this is the version of Lumick who lives in the Doctor's in universe. He hasn't even had an interest in Cybermen. A potty-mouthed stuffed panda who was a companion to Iris Wildtime and later Pride mascot with Paul Mars himself. A metatextual April Fool's character who was essentially a man made of spaghetti. Murdoch is suggested in one source to be a servant of the Master who replaced his brain with that of a bandrel. The Doctor Who executive producer, don't you mean the 41st century translator, legislator, and president of Earth? Don't give Russell ideas. Selena Gomez, this real-world singer, was apparently a Torchwood 1 employee. I like the implication that Selena Gomez is a white supremacist, by the way. The dreaded Wogan, a nemesis of the 6th Doctor from the planet Shepherd's Bush. Ever wonder what happened to the older Amy Pond from the girl who waited? Some say she joined Faction Paradox. Simply an unnecessary long name. That's another British tradition. It's true. The first question, the oldest question in the universe, hidden in plain sight, was answered in a book from 1972. I have another take. Would you like to hear my other take? You know this symbol here that's the Doctor's real name? And everyone's like, how do we possibly interpret what these symbols mean? Just call him Dex. The Doctor's name is Dex. You heard it here first. Otherfucker, a creative swear word with lore implications. Otherfucker is great. There's really nothing else like a fart joke. True. No, the Doctor's name is Gary. Hello. No, it's shut up. It's Dex. Blue Peter Garden, a hotbed for the recruitment of children to Faction Paradox. Triple partial sum x. I don't know math. A hotbed for the recruitment of children to Faction Paradox. Leamington Spa Lifeboat Museum. If you've ever been to Leamington Spa, you know why this doesn't make sense. A peculiar planet with plentiful plosives. A pub that was popular with Doctor Who writers, the Fitzroy Tavern. Bayeux Tapestry. Every time it appears in a story, the Doctor is shown to be depicted whilst ignoring the previous occasion. This has happened at least half a dozen times. The in-universe version of the painting had many fakes with storied histories. Thus far, every story that mentions hentai in the Doctor Who universe has been written by Dave Stone. Click what? The Beano Summer and Special 1981, a comic book the Doctor wanted to share, reissued in the real world because of its appearance in TV, The Rings of Akaten. Lost comic, a reference to a... Where is there a reference to the fucking Lost comic in Doctor Who? Is this real? Did they really do this? No, I know about the famous one, but where's the Doctor Who version? Oh, Jenny Everywhere. Okay, now it all makes sense. Okay, Rat Monthly, an absurd magazine about rats. Gallifrey Academy Hot 5. The Doctor and the Master had a pop band at the Time Lord Academy. The Master played the drums years before we learned about the drumming. It wasn't Jenny Everywhere. Oh. I used character AI to talk to the 11th Doctor and ask his name, and he said Koche. A reference song in the real world is a heavy metal track with explicit lyrics about a gay cowboy orgy. Oh, here's a fun question. Speaking of Koche, so Koche the Deathless is a Russian folktale, okay, about an evil wizard king called Koche and a prince and a princess who are in love but are being kept apart by the evil wizard Koche. And the evil wizard Koche is immortal because they have a special box that they keep their soul inside, and the only way to kill him is to destroy the special box that keeps his soul inside. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, those of you who are more fantasy-minded among you, wait, Ryan is just describing a fucking lich. That's a lich. He's just describing Vecna. And yes, I am just describing Vecna. And what I would like to know is, why haven't we had a modern version of the Master, who is basically just a lich? I thought you were going to say, speaking of orgies or something. Bookie, what's your proposition? What's your proposition? Alright, let's see. Let's go back to the amazing page that we're on. Isn't that just the end of time? Yeah, but I mean full on, like, make him a medieval... like castle dude, Najawin. You know I do. You know that as well as I do, brother Najawin, that there have been several incarnations of the Master that have been given lich-like features. But I mean, actually get someone who's played D&D, which Russell hasn't, to do it. Ryan means but good. Yeah, no, generally, if I'm pitching an idea, you have to put but good at the end of it. The twist at the end was a good song. No, it's not. It was not a good song. Not the Devil's Chord song, but a suspiciously similar one preceding the... Oh, I need to know about this now. Wait, really? Oh! Ryan, did you see my proposition? Tuesday, TARDIS or Jenny Everywhere stream. Wednesday, Doctor Who's trivia. And Thursday is Doctor Who from scratch. I would love that, but unfortunately, I have commitments on Wednesdays. But I would love that. I would love to do that. Yes, sing it. Hang on. Where's the lyrics? Where's the lyrics? Hang on. I'll sing it. There's always a twist at the end. Lyrics. Let's get this. Let's get this. Alright. Alright. There's always a twist, there's always a twist, there's always a twist at the end. There's always a twist, there's always a twist, there's always a twist at the end. There you go. There you go. I sung the song for you. Why can you actually sing well, Ryan? Because I used to be a professional musician. Before I was a YouTube karaoke stream. I can do a really good song for 10. I can do a beautiful song for 10. It'll make you cry. The one that was at the top of the TARDIS Wiki, bro. Yes, you sang about rivals and Doctor Who. We're rivals till the end. I know that one. That one's good. Oh yes, our song for 10. That's my literal fave song. It's beautiful. I wish today was just like any other day. Yeah, I like that one. That one's a good song. All right, let's go back to where we were. All right. All right. Maybe I'll cover it for Christmas if you're good. All right. For today has been the best day. Yeah, so good. Wait. The Book of the Snowstorm, the result of a writer knowing their work, will get onto the TARDIS Wiki. I can't believe it. You have forced my hand. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the song? Hang on. This one? What's the melody? Is there a version of the song? Alright. Oof. So good eyes and bad lies, it never really mattered, for we're all grooving to the words they scattered. I don't think there's a melody. I haven't got the book yet. Well, until we know what the melody is, the first thing I'm picturing with this is like kind of like a hit the road Jack thing, like a do 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 do. Good eyes and bad lies, it never really mattered, for we're all grooming to the words they scattered. A hammer meets the anvil in the dead of night. Yeah, to be broken by the dancing might. All in all, our fun shall depend on getting to that floor for the twist at the end. Yeah, let's twist at the end. Yeah, let's do the twist at the end of a night. Shabby! Now rolling one way and turning the other, whatever they might. So. There you go. I won't pretend I didn't already write a Jenny's theme for the Jenny Everywhere thing. It needs a theme. It needs a theme song. I completely agree with that. It needs a theme song. 100%. 100%. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Bring him back now. We won't take less. I love that Doctor in Distress has a quite violent demand as, like, its chorus. Very true, music theory is just math, right? I mean, a bit. Ryan mentioning peak. Okay, a pairing of childlike cartoons and untold violence. My Little Pony Girl. Imagine Doctor in Distress, but it's like a crowd of football hooligans. Alright, Streets, Doctor Who, Ice Cream. Yep, the in-universe Australian Doctor Who, Ice Cream. They sung it on QI and that was basically what it sounded like. I'm somewhat serious. Dimitri Tigardio's working is good, but I'm not an algebraist. So you asked... No, you're correct. You're correct, Najawin, that music theory is basically math. I am fucking with you. It is 100% math. Yes. I know you're not joking. I know they sung Doctor in Distress on QI. The clip is on YouTube. Are you asking me... Are you telling me that because you want me to find it for you? Is that why you're asking? Because I'm going to find it and put it up here now. Hang on. Oh, cool! I got 3 new followers! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, who subscribed to me? You guys are the best. Okay. I'm putting it on, Venom. You know how how this works. Doctor in Distress. QI. Do you remember when you guys made me watch Doctor in Distress and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my fucking life? Do you remember that? I can't find it on YouTube. I can't find it on YouTube. Ryan, can you watch it again? Okay, I'll watch it again. Because I love you guys. I'll do it. Hold on, it's loading up. It's loading up. I will point out that, like, all of this has basically left my brain now. So, like, this will be new to me. Screaming at me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to hear that again. Jesus! She wants to know who that doctor is over there. It's not better than the Live Aid song. The reason is like this is because of all the proper singers. Proper singers they had got delayed on the train. Also, Hans Zimmer helped with this. We need to save the show, so let's release this totally good song. Unironically, you should get Doctor Who fans to make a 2025 dark version of this as a joke. Honestly, if I did it, I could probably get some people, yeah. Doctor in Distress, kill his ass now, we won't take less. I like it, I like it. Doctor in Distress, let's ignore their SOS. I just get people who like the song and people who don't. No, not sacrificial. I'm getting everyone on this. Faris Davis, you duet, you know it. What was that? The Ballad of Russell and Judy? Alright, let's do the Ballad of Russell and Judy. Let's do that. Because I love you people, and you ask for things, and I give you them. It's subbed. Why is it so long?
Atlas AI voiceover feature allows you to turn your words into voices you never thought you had.
Let's do it. Let's do it. John Barrowman's allegations will joke right through it. Let's do it. Let's make some trash. Pause. No copyright. My analysis of this so far is that font looks really cheap.
Julie and Russell sat one night. Russell sparked up a Marlboro light. Julie's eyes were all ablaze as Russell tried to shun her gaze. He knew the look. He knew the score. It seemed more manic than before. Russell cringed in fear and dread.
Can we disabuse ourselves of the notion that John Barrowman was ever a good singer? Because this is very bland. Also, as Najawin was saying, this is very heteronormative, and the implication that women only hang out with gay men because they just want to fuck them, you know? That's very misogynistic. But then, I mean, it's John Barrowman.
As Julie pulled him near and said,
Let's do it. Let's do it. I had a really good idea. We'll revamp.
John Barrowman didn't write this. He did sing it, though. I'm not talking about the lyrics, I'm talking about his vocal performance being fucking white bread.
I've had banter with Tranter.
But then this is a man who talks with a fake accent on purpose. So, I mean, what can you do, right? You guys know that, right? You guys know that John Barrowman's American accent is like a fake American accent, right? Like he just puts that on. Really? Yeah, really, no, he's Scottish. He actually naturally has a Scottish accent. He just talks in an American accent. It's weird. It's weird. I think it's weird. But yeah, no, that's like a fake voice he puts on.
We'll be held in the Ming Mong mantra. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
but he said, I can't do it. I can't do it. You're asking far too much of me. I'm harassed, embarrassed. I've watched the show since I was 3.
The classic era was never deliberately camp. It was during the Douglas Adams era. I would say City of Death is deliberately camp, but like in a really good way. Unintentionally camp, yes, but never intentionally. I think the thing you have to recognize, Xavier, is that camp doesn't mean shit. And a lot of people nowadays seem to conflate camp with shit. Douglas Adams is life, yes.
Don't choose me, don't use me. My mother sent a note to say you must excuse me. I can't do it, I can't do it tonight. So she said,
Let's do it, let's do it. Make a brand new Doctor Who. We got Chris in, all's missing is a sidekick and an all-Welsh crew. It's not silly to ask Billy, we'll film in everybody from here to Killy. Let's do it tonight.
oh, then he said, I can't do it, I can't do it. The pressure of the BBC. I must email some young male to alleviate the stress on me.
What's the joke here? I don't get the joke here. I will say, alright, I have some commentary. I would like to say something nice about David Tennant, if that's okay. He's really good at pretending to be a smoker. As a former smoker, I suppose I'm still a smoker. As a former smoker, David Tennant, as a non-smoker, is a really good smoking actor. He emailed young males or something? I don't get it either. They should just kill off the Doctor, make him some minister of an abstract concept like Charles. Sometimes the show needs to take itself seriously. If the show didn't take itself seriously, how could the damn audience? I agree.
I can't block out, please block out images of Johnny B getting his cock out. I can't do it,
Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucking hired him then.
can't do it tonight.
She replied,
Let's do it, relocate my office.
Have you guys ever seen it's been buried, so probably not, but have you guys ever seen that interview footage of John Barrowman bragging about sexually harassing people on the set of Arrow? Have you guys ever seen that? It's pretty bad. It just bothers me that the show is like this. I agree. Funny joke. Anyway, let's look.
Produce. We'll get track to take flak when he lets his raging temper loose. My decision to use your vision will make the show the best thing on the television.
Wait, what?
Do it. Let's do it. Relocate my offer to produce. We'll get track to take flak when he lets his raging temper loose. My decision to use your vision will make the show the best thing on the television. Let's do it.
Oh god, what are you all godding about? Oh god, pause. Why am I pausing? Pause now. What? What's up? What are we dissecting now? I know that we haven't done a lot of wheel spins today, but this is honestly more entertaining, and we're getting like wheel spins backed up. Compared to Star Wars, Doctor Who and its campiness intentionally not harms it. I agree, Xavier, and I think it's very telling that arguably the least camp era of New Who, which is the Peter Capaldi era, is also the best one. Phil Collinson's raging temper loose. Shouldn't this really be Eccleston and Billy? Yeah, but they're trying to, like, not associate Eccleston as much as possible. Phil Collinson and Eccleston got into a physical altercation. They did?
Let's do it tonight.
And he squawked.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Chris is giving up in his role. No time, Lord. Oh, good Lord, how are we gonna fill this hole? It's too complex. We're all wrecks. My brain is overflowing with a bloody Dalek. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
It's been covered up when it happened. I believe you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll get another Time Lord in. Don't sweat it. You can't let it make you sad and waterland.
This is very weird.
It's not over. And moreover, we'll get that lovely fella in from Casanova. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
And he yelled.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I really feel that I can't cope. No rewrites. No respite. I think I've given up all hope. It'll get canned. It'll be panned. Lou says...
I basically said, Ryan, how I understand why BBC execs had it in for Doctor Who in the 80s. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
There's no costumes in the whole of England. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
And she proclaimed.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Martha Jones's prima action men. We'll bring back Captain Jack to fight against the Cybermen. We'll cast a great master. He could punch the planet and blow a disaster. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is very self-congratulatory. Like, this is very, I hesitate to use the word masturbatory, but I will use the word masturbatory to describe this. We see the popularity of Andor, and Doctor Who is too obsessed with stupid shirts like CGI Omega and Snot Monsters. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Xavier. Like, it's really weird that Russell T Davies is so obsessed with making Doctor Who like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? I'm about to rant. I'm about to go off. He's so obsessed with making it like the fucking MCU. Well, you know what? The most acclaimed MCU movie that's not a fucking Avengers movie is the fucking Winter Soldier. So where's the Winter Soldier, Russell? Where's the Winter Soldier? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Where's the fucking Winter Soldier, Russell? It's very well regarded. Well, it doesn't get the views. Yeah, but you know what is well regarded and got the views, Najawin? The Winter Soldier. It's exactly not what to do. I agree. I agree. The Winter Soldier isn't camp. Doctor Who should be camp. Winter Soldier is about the US government turning out to be controlled by Nazis, and if that's not camp, I don't know what's camp. Could you imagine that happening in the real world? Where's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's the real question. No, the real question is where's the Winter Soldier? Where's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the second question. Also a real one. The message didn't go through, but I said that the MCU is military propaganda. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Winter Soldier isn't good. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Episode 7, that lead up to it is. That's an insane thing to say, and I will never trust your taste on anything ever again. Ever. Ever. Winter Soldier is the Dark Knight, but better. You're insane. Alright, let's do this.
And he screamed, I can't do it! I can't do it! You cast Australia's pop princess! It's madness! My sadness will make this episode a mess. My panic is manic. The uproar when I kill her off a me-Titanic. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
And she expelled.
Let's do it. Let's do it. The doctor needs a brand new mate. Don't linger. Go, Ginger. I'm gonna bring back Catherine Tate. I wanna. You're gonna reunite.
Go to a doctor for memory problems. It has so much potential in the show. It's like, what if we make silly monsters with pratfalls and stuff? I know, it's so frustrating.
To win the fabulous dawn now. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
He punctuated.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I've got obsessed with E4 skins. Writer's block. Please don't block. It takes my mind off other things. It's so lame. I must blame dirty thoughts I'm having about mid-human frame. I can't do it. I can't do it.
That was fucking weird. That's very odd. That's very weird. Who wrote the lyrics to this again?
Tonight.
Excitedly, she said.
Let's do it. Let's do it. To film abroad will get my vote. I promise. Ed Thomas can bring ancient Rome to our boat. It's D-Day in Pompeii. The forums will be buzzing on Outpost Gallifrey. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
Then he roared.
I can't do it. I can't do it. The studio in Rome's ablaze. On fire. It's dire. How the hell are you not phased? It's mental. Be gentle. They say the cause of fire was a Barclay mental.
I think RTD himself wrote these lyrics with a little help from Tennant. Oh. Chibnall is literally the Thanos Nebula man. I have to say, putting in a verse about how you're obsessed with a show about underage people fucking each other, and then putting in a clumsy come on to Russell Tovey. It's a bit weird.
I can't do it. I can't do it tonight.
So she roared.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We got kids back behind set T's. Our ambition was a show for all the family. We should try as our goodbye hasn't big excursion to sunny Dubai. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
And he shouted.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. I feel like...
I get the impression with Tennant, he's a good person, but a wee bit too apologetic for the shit the other people get up to. Yeah, no, I get that. Who filmed this?
Like I have been set free. I won't sweat it. Now Moffat is taking up the reins from me. I can't wait. It's just great. I've got a cracking way for Dave to regenerate. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
Guess what?
They did it. They did it. They opened up the Tardis door. They're terrific. Prolific. Made it better than it was before. I thank you. From your room, we crowned you both the king and queen of Doctor Who. You did it. You did it.
Fucking terrible, man. fucking terrible. I don't care for Captain America. Done. Anyway, I'll be off at the end of the song. That's okay. If you can't appreciate Peak, that's not my problem. It's not my problem. Alright, let's see. We're going back on Wheel of Names. We're going to do one more spin. We're going to do one more spin. Okay. Alright. Oh, is this the televised version of how bad Wolves started? I thought you were going. I thought you were leaving. Dave is the king of Doctor Who. No wonder Eccles is antibiotic. Let's do one more spin and then I'm off.
Yeah, baby.
Tardis Wiki Roulette. How many spins have we done? 3? We have done... This will be our 10th. This will be our 10th spin today. Oh, I think we've already seen this one, but we'll look again. Honestly, I'd be interested in Eccleston's take for the show's future. I think so as well. So, I guess we have to spin again.
Yeah, baby.
Dagon's Mirror. Okay, let's do that one. Let's do Dagon's Mirror. We did Dagon's Mirror? Come on, guys. Alright, let's try another one.
Yeah, baby.
Troglodyte. Okay, let's do that. Okay. The Troglodytes were an ancient human tribe from North Africa who lived in caves. In 1970, the Second Doctor speculated that the people who had captured him, Ben Jackson, Polly Wright, and Jamie McCribbin, were Troglodytes. That's the end of Tardis Wiki Roulette. Make sure to tune in later on, where I'm going to be doing Twitch streams. Come on to my Twitch streams. Come on to my Twitch streams later on. I will see you all later. I will see you all later. Has anyone seen the video called Subtle Foreshadowing? I have not. I have not. You're very welcome for the stream, Jam Jam. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. Toodaloo. Have a good time.